Welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get a Mobi file or a Kindle ebook onto your Kindle. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, it's fairly easy, Barb. You just go to the book's record, you go over, you look for the little orange button, and you click on it, and poof, off the book goes, and it appears on your Kindle, and you can read it at your leisure. And that's true. What we're going to talk about today is how to get a Mobi file or a Kindle ebook onto a reading app or a Kindle without it coming directly from Amazon. So where would it come from? It's going to come from perhaps directly from the author. Maybe the author has emailed you a copy of their book so that you can read or review it. Maybe you've gotten a copy from InstaFreebie or BookFunnel and downloaded it onto your computer and then thought, oh, what now? How am I going to do this? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. In actual fact, Amazon has two different methods depending on where your Kindle app resides. So if in fact you actually have a Kindle device, or if your app is on a mobile device, so a tablet, an iPad, an iPhone, something like that, there's one set of rules. If your reading app is on a laptop or a desktop, there's another set of rules. So we're going to explain both of them. So the first thing that we're going to do is look at some of the information that is on Amazon that you may not be aware of. So going over and hovering over my name, you'll see that I get a drop-down menu, and I'm looking for Manage Your Content and Devices. Many of you have gotten this far on your record, so you can see all of the various Kindle books that you've purchased. We're going to look at the other two tabs today. So clicking on your devices, you will see the number of Kindle devices that are attached with your Amazon.com account. So as you can see, I can read books on a number of different devices, all that are associated with the same account. Clearly, there's too many. Moving on to settings. If we look at this tab, we can find two really important pieces of information. I'm going to scroll down, and I want you to look for, under personal document settings, send to Kindle email settings, and approved personal document email list. So two things. The email settings, you'll notice that each of the mobile devices that I have associated with my Amazon.com account have their own email addresses. So I can, for example, send a book to just my iPad or my iPhone, etc. But Amazon is going to want me to tell it which email addresses I have approved. So in other words, this email address is allowed to send me information, and that puts a certain amount of control in place. So Amazon won't allow anybody to just willy-nilly email information to my Kindle, which is a nice safeguard. So we're going to email a Mobi to my Kindle.com or my iPad. So I've already set this up. So if we go over here, you'll see that I've got a new message, and I'm sending to sugarbeetbc@kindle.com. There is no subject. I've removed my auto signature, and one of my books in the Mobi format is already attached. I click on send. It will give me an error message because it doesn't like me to send an email without a subject or any text, but I sent it off. So it's honestly as easy as that. So in a few minutes, or maybe right away, let's see how fast it's going to appear. It should appear in my content. So it will appear either under the books category, or it will appear under the docs category. And there it is right there. That's what I was just sending. So it's possible to go into this, click on this little button, and say deliver to the default device or deliver it to whatever device. In actual fact, if I could include the iPad on my screencast, which I can't, you would see that it is already loaded up and ready to read. That's as fast as it will happen. So let's say we want to load a book onto the Kindle reader on our computer. So if I click here, you'll see that I have my Kindle reader for my desktop. I can't email to this, but what I can do is even faster. So this is where one of my books resides on the hard drive of my computer. So I am just going to right click on the title of the book. I'm going to open it with, and you'll see that it defaults to Kindle. And poof, there it is, as fast as that. If I go back to library, it should be sitting in the collection of books that are appearing. And again, as easy as that. Try this on your computer. See if you can easily get books to load on either your desktop Kindle reading app or your mobile reading app. And let me know if you have any questions. Always happy to help.